How's it going, friends and neighbors? It's Combs, and guys, today on Adventures with yours truly at scenic Kaiser Lake State Park. The lake is right over there. It's time for another episode of Review My Stuff. So today we are reviewing this Rightline truck bed tent that I have had for about 4 going on 5 years now. I bought it actually right before I bought my truck. If you guys been around the channel long enough, you know this is my 19 F-150 Trooper. Yes, I name my vehicles. I'm a weirdo. But anyway, so this is the Rightline truck bed tent for a short bed pickup. And I've had this thing, like I said, for multiple years now, and it is kind of a pain to set up on the truck. Like, no joke, the Gazelle, I can be camp ready in about 5 minutes. This thing takes about 15 minutes just to get correctly on the truck. Although I did find a better way to actually set this thing up that I'm going to remember for the future, because the instructions were kind of weird on this particular one. So, but I digress. That is one of the things I'll talk about later in like the things that need improvement section. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do like a walk around on it. So this is like a 3-pole design. So you've got the one that goes across, the one that goes across there, and then you have this one that clips into the side. It does have 2 vents on the top. These do zip all the way down. I just had them zipped up last night. So you've got a total of 4 vents, 2 on the sides, 1 on the top for the tent. And it does have a rain fly, which I wish I would have put on, because I didn't realize how dewy it got this morning, if that's the correct term, because you can just see how much is on the truck. And that same amount is all over the top of the tent. So, yeah, good times. But, so it's just something I'm going to have to just take home and set it up in the yard and let it dry out. Not a big deal. Tents are pretty resilient as long as you make sure they don't mildew. But yeah, so it does go all the way on the back. So it does go with the tailgate down. So with the short bed pickup, you do get almost 7 foot in linear space. So not bad. It does have 2 pockets, and it does have the lantern hook up top. Now, one thing I will say that I like about the Gazelle more than I do this one is the height on the inside. So you can't really stand all the way up in this. The Gazelle, you can be like 6'2", 6'3", and stand all the way up. This one, not so much. So this one, you know, it's pretty short, but it does give you a lot of room, and it does get you off the ground. So that's what's really nice about it. So it does fit all the way across the tailgate, like I said. So it has a zipper here, then it zips all the way up at the top. So you've got a large opening to fit stuff in there. So if you wanted to put like one of those truck bed mattresses in there, you totally can. I think mine fits a little different too, because I have this roll-up tonneau cover, so that rail adds quite a bit. So I think it would probably fit a little better if I didn't have the roll-up cover. Maybe if I didn't have a cover at all. I'm thinking about tagging out anyway to a trifold. I kind of miss having a trifold, and I didn't know that they made them for the short beds. So I'm definitely going to do that. Now, so what do I like about the tent? Well, I like it because the price, first and foremost. It's even cheaper now. I picked this tent up for $110. And that was back in 2020. No, sorry, 19. I bought it very early 19 because I knew I was upgrading trucks, and then I bought this in 2020. So yeah, so I already had this thing already ready to go. I had an extended cab F-150 with the 6.5 foot bed, and I knew I was upgrading to a crew cab. And so I went ahead and was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this tent. I know that probably sounds dumb, but you know, I used it quite a bit before I actually started filming for YouTube. But then somebody did a review on the Gazelle, and that just like changed everything for me. I'm sure you guys are getting absolutely sick of me talking about the Gazelle, but honestly, it is an awesome, awesome tent. But this is a good one too, because it gives you the entire footprint of the pickup truck bed. So, you know, these forward beds are 50, I think they're 52 inches wide. So you've got 52 inches by basically 7 foot with the tailgate down on these. And they make these for the 6.5 foot bed and the 8 foot bed. So no matter what size truck bed you have, they make one for it. And like I said, they're pretty roomy as far as like the length and the width. I just wish it was a little taller. You kind of have to do the shuffle to put on your pants in the morning, and you know, with the Gazelle you don't have to do that, so I guess I'm spoiled now. But overall, it is a good tent. The other thing I like about it is, you know, you can, you know, sleep off the ground. Like, I mean, I know I do anyway in a cot when I'm in the Gazelle, but like here, literally, that spot next to me was supposed to be reserved. I don't know if you can see, like right next door there, that was supposed to be reserved. And so I picked this spot being one of the last spots, and it had the concrete pad. So I was like, well, there's really not a whole lot of room to set up the tent, so I'll go ahead and bring out the Rightline this time. Also, you know, during like the winter months and everything, like we didn't get a whole lot of snow here last year. But I think we had that one day of Snowmageddon where it was like 12 inches in one shot. Or I think it was 10. I think it was 10 inches in one shot. But other than that, we really didn't have too much snow. But during the winter, when I do some winter camping this year, it's going to be nice to have this up off the ground. So I don't have to worry about, you know, digging a spot out for the Gazelle. It's just in the truck bed, ready to go. What are some things I'd like to see improved? Well, I had to set this thing up a little different than normal. So you can see that strap that's running to the D-ring. That is actually supposed to go underneath the truck. You're supposed to lift up the tailgate, feed that line down, and connect it to a bolt on the bumper, and that didn't quite work out for me. So I don't know what was up with that, but I can tell you that doing it that way through the D-ring was so much easier. So in the future, I'm going to remember that just that one little step of running that orange cord right there to secure it is just a million times easier than trying to feed it down the other way, because it would pull this part of the tent, it would pull it too far down and it wouldn't make it sit right. So it's not perfect, because you can see this is supposed to go like right along like the bed rail, and it's pretty close. But yeah, with attaching that down there, it pulled it way too tight. So in the future, I am going to make sure that happens. So overall, what do I think of the Rightline truck bed tent? Honestly, it is a good budget pickup truck bed tent. If we're just looking for something that is decent yet fairly priced, then I highly recommend this tent. They make ones that are a lot better. Like I can show you one of my other beefs with this tent is, see how it's got a little bit of a gap right there? It's not much. I was able to pull it tight enough on both sides where the gap's not too present, but they make other ones that completely seal. And also, this tent is definitely, you know, I know no tent really is supposed to be in like a high wind situation, but I would trust the Gazelle a lot more than I would this. If it was windy or, you know, or like storm conditions, I would definitely trust the Gazelle more than I trust this. So they do make better ones out there, but like I said, for the price tag, you can't beat it. The only cons are it does take a while to set up. Once you get it down, like I kind of started remembering how to set this thing up as I went, so it kind of increased the time, but it still took like 15 minutes, like I said, to get it exactly right, just to have it all spread out on the truck bed and everything else. So definitely better, faster setup options out there, but overall I recommend this tent. It's not bad. It will do the job. It will get you off the ground. It will keep you out of the elements. Now what I will say though is if you're in a high dew situation, you know, or just in general, just put the rain fly on top of it. You know, like I said, don't wake up like I did with all that water there and I stood up to put on my shirt and I backed into all that water. So just put the rain fly on. It takes an extra, not even a minute to do that. And it definitely would make a big difference in my opinion. So yeah, guys, if you got any questions on this tent, let me know in the comments below and I'll answer them. Like I said, I think right now this thing's on Amazon for like 90 bucks, so it's even cheaper than when I bought it. But yeah, it is definitely a 3-season tent because of how thin the material is. So just letting you guys know about that too, because I'm sure someone will ask. And but yeah, so that's pretty much it. So like I said, if you guys got any questions, post them below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Y'all be safe. God bless. Love y'all, and Combs out.